What if the sun rising this morning wasn't guaranteed? What if gravity working was just extremely likely? We call them laws of nature, but what if they're not laws at all, just habits? Habits the universe has repeated for so long we stopped questioning them. Right now, everything feels solid, but beneath it, there's probability, still rolling, and the odds are never zero. Have you ever felt a flicker, a brief, almost imperceptible tremor in the fabric of things? A moment where the world seems to hold its breath, and you wonder if it will remember to exhale in the same way it always has. It's a quiet question, one that doesn't demand an answer, but lingers in the air like dust motes in a sunbeam. We build our lives on foundations of certainty. The sun rises, gravity holds us to the ground, a dropped glass shatters. These are the laws, the unwavering promises of our reality. We stake our existence on them, plan our futures around their predictability. But what if these certainties are not laws, but merely habits? Habits of a universe that has until now simply chosen to behave in a consistent manner. Think of it like this. Every moment is a roll of the dice. Not just six-sided dice, but dice with an infinite number of faces, each representing a different possible outcome. For eons, the universe has rolled the same numbers over and over. The apple falls, the light turns green, the key fits the lock. The probabilities are so overwhelmingly in favor of the familiar that we've mistaken high probability for absolute certainty. We've forgotten that other faces on the dice exist, but they do. In the quiet home of the quantum world, particles exist in a state of pure potential until they are observed. They are everywhere and nowhere at once, a cloud of possibilities. It is the act of looking, of measuring, that forces them to choose, to collapse into a single definite state. Our reality, this solid, tangible world, is built upon a constant cascading collapse of these possibilities. So what are we? Are we merely observers, instruments of measurement that force the universe to make up its mind? Does the tree falling in the forest make a sound if no one is there? Perhaps the more unsettling question is, does the tree even fall? Or does it remain a shimmering cloud of potential falls, a ghostly superposition of timber and splinter until a conscious mind turns its attention toward it? This room you are in, the chair you are sitting on, the light filtering through the window, it all feels so solid, so undeniably real. But this solidity is a consensus, a statistical agreement. The trillions upon trillions of particles that make up your chair have simply agreed, for now, to maintain this particular arrangement. It is the most likely outcome, the path of least resistance, but it is not the only one. There is a non-zero probability, however, infinitesimally small, that all the atoms in that chair could spontaneously decide to be somewhere else, to tunnel through the wall and reassemble on the lawn. It won't happen. The odds are so astronomically against it that to consider it is madness. And yet, the possibility is not zero. It is a whisper in the math, a ghost in the equations. The universe allows for it. This is the fragility, not the idea that the world will end in fire or ice, but that the rules themselves are not as rigid as we believe. Reality is not a fortress of stone. It is a delicate surface tension on an ocean of infinite potential. And we float upon it, mistaking the calm surface for the unfathomable depth beneath. Sometimes, in the quiet of the night, when the world is asleep and the usual certainties are muted, you can almost feel it, the slight wobble, the feeling that the narrative we tell ourselves about the world is just that, a story, a convenient, coherent story we have pieced together from a raw, chaotic jumble of raw sensory data and probabilistic events. We are pattern seekers in a universe that may not have any inherent pattern, just tendencies. We see faces in the clouds, hear voices in the static. We connect dots and call it destiny. Is this a survival mechanism? A way for our minds to cope with the sheer, overwhelming randomness of it all? Or are we tapping into something deeper, a sense that the veil is thin, that the familiar world is just one frame in a film with an infinite number of frames, and occasionally we catch a glimpse of the flicker between them? A sense of déjà vu, a dream that feels more real than waking life, a sudden baseless feeling that something is out of place. We dismiss these moments as tricks of the mind, glitches in our own perception. But what if they are not our glitches? What if they are glitches in the consensus, brief moments where the surface tension wavers and we see the chaotic water roiling beneath? The world you woke up in this morning is not the exact same world you went to sleep in. The atoms that compose you have been replaced countless times. The memories you hold are reconstructions, not perfect recordings. Every moment you are a new arrangement, a new probability made manifest. You are a continuity of consciousness, but the vessel, the context, is in constant flux, a ship whose planks are replaced one by one while it is still at sea. Is it still the same ship? Are you still the same you? Perhaps the most unsettling thought is not that reality could change, but that it is constantly changing in subtle ways we fail to notice. That our memory of the past is edited in real time to match the present, creating a seamless but false sense of continuity. We would never know. There would be no before and after to compare. There would only be the now, feeling as solid and certain as the now that preceded it, even if the rules have been subtly rewritten. We live our lives on a stage, assuming the backdrop is painted on a solid wall. We never consider that the backdrop might be a projection, and that at any moment the projection could change. The forest could become a desert, the sky could turn green, and our minds, in their desperate search for coherence, would simply accept it, find reasons for it, create new stories, because the alternative, the acceptance of a fundamentally unstable and arbitrary reality, is too terrifying to comprehend. So we go on. We trust the sun will rise. We trust the ground will hold. We trust that the reflection we see in the mirror is our own, and that it will be there again tomorrow. We live by faith, not faith in gods or destinies, but a quiet, unacknowledged faith in the persistence of probability, a faith that the universe will continue its habits. But listen, in the silence between your heartbeats, in the space between your thoughts, can you feel it? The subtle hum of all the things that could have been and all the things that still could be. The silent, ever-present question hanging in the very air we breathe. Is this real? And if it is, for how long?